Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing for you the new FENTY eye brightener. Now I have cut my hair short. It's very short and I think I made a mistake. I think it's a bit too short, but it's not too bad. So I want to talk about these eye brighteners. When I saw FENTY release them and I saw Rihanna's video, I thought, I could try that. Now these aren't full coverage concealers or anything like that. Now I did order these online. I got two shades. This is the shade Peach and Deep Butter that I ended up returning. I will be showing you what Deep Butter looks like so that you can get an idea of why it didn't work for me. I got shade Peach as a corrector, and what I can tell you straight away, I'm not wearing it under my eyes, by the way. So right now I am not wearing this corrector just because it's not a good corrector for my under eye circles. So the Peach shade is actually a really nice shade as a no makeup concealer, or like a correcting concealer for my under eye circles. It is not full coverage, it's medium coverage, but it doesn't have enough intensity to really color correct my eyes, and so I haven't enjoyed wearing this under my normal full coverage concealers. I do have my top favorite correctors that is coming up soon, so watch out for that. What I like about the shade Peach is that it actually works really well for me as a no makeup concealer. As you can see that it applies really beautifully under the eye. It's almost got this soft velvet finish. It's very creamy, it spreads easily, and I've heard some people say it's very pigmented. I haven't found that. Something that's very pigmented is like the McGrath concealers. Those are extremely pigmented. This is not. This is medium coverage. By the way, what do you think about my eye look today? Just a brief interruption. I used the McGrath palette, and you can kind of see the shades that I used from this palette. Whew. McGrath eyeshadows always just... Anyways, moving on. So it applies really beautifully under the eye, and what I really love about this concealer is that it self-sets. I don't need to apply powder on top. It automatically will set down and it won't budge for the rest of the day. It doesn't have an overly matte finish under the eye. It actually looks really natural under the eyes. It has a slight dewy look, and I really enjoy that. So I'm quite surprised by this under eye brightener. I almost wish if it had been full coverage, because then I think it would have become my go-to concealer, but it's not full coverage, it's medium coverage. So this is something that I would use, let's say if I have a Zoom meeting coming up and I want a little something under my eyes, or if I'm popping out to run some errands. Anything low-key, this is fantastic because the shade Peach, I don't need a corrector underneath shade Peach. I can apply it on its own. I don't even need a powder. So it is super quick and easy, and I love that. I think this might also be really good for the gym. I mean, I don't normally wear makeup to the gym, but I might test this out to see how it lasts through a sweat session. That might be interesting. I think it will do really well. So I've actually been pretty impressed by this product. The only cons with this product is the shade matching using the FENTY system didn't work for me. It showed me Deep Butter, and Deep Butter is way too light. You'll see me apply this in the footage here. If I use Deep Butter on its own, it gives me a very ashy cast under my dark circles, and that's because I have pretty dark under eye circles. And so Deep Butter is way too much of a light yellow. I will put on some swatches as well, and you'll be able to see that out of my light concealers, Deep Butter is in fact the lightest, and I'm really not able to use it. Now I can use Deep Butter if I layer it on top of the shade Peach, and that way I can absolutely make it work. I still decided to return it just because this type of concealer isn't going to replace my normal concealers. I really love my full coverage concealers because of my dark under eye circles, and I wear them most of the time. So a product like this, I don't need lots of shades in it. I think one is more than enough, and so I've decided to keep shade Peach. And so when you're looking at the swatches, just make sure that when you're ordering a shade for you, have a look at these two shades, because Deep Butter should be ideally the perfect shade match for me. But because I have, I think, perhaps a bit too dark under eyes, it didn't really work. The next shade up is shade Honey. That's probably going to be a better shade for me than Deep Butter. One of the recent videos that I filmed, which was the Huda Beauty Medium Glow Obsessions Highlighter Palette, you could see that my under eyes looked pretty evident, even though I had a full coverage concealer on top of the shade Peach. And that's just because shade Peach does not have enough pigment that it can really correct my under eyes, and so using this under my normal full coverage concealers, I didn't really like that. But for every day or those Zoom meetings or in and about really casual days when you really just don't want to wear makeup, but you don't want to look super panda-eyed or you don't want to look very tired, just, you know, popping something like this, which is very easy and effortless to use, is fantastic. And I really love that about this product. It is effortless. The only time it got cakey on me was when I applied too much under eye cream, and that was my mistake. Normally when I use concealers, I put on a lot of under eye cream just to really hydrate that area, and all my concealers actually sit very well on top of my eye cream. This one showed up some cakiness, and that's just because the self sets. It really kind of grips down on your under eye, so having all that moisture sitting underneath just made this product look a little bit cakey. So that's just one tip. If you're going to be buying this, just know that, you know, you can put a small amount of under eye cream, is totally fine. Just don't go too heavy with your under eye cream and you'll be totally fine. I think a really great launch from Fenty. I'm really happy with this. I haven't even mentioned creasing. Oh my gosh, I'm so all over the place today. This doesn't really crease on me. I haven't noticed much creasing at all. I'm probably going to say it hasn't creased at all. And only a very, very small amount that you barely notice, and it looks really natural under the eye. So I'm just going to pop up a footage here where I actually did a wear test with this for 10 hours, and you can see how my under eyes look after 10 hours. They look pretty amazing. There's no creasing. There's only very fine, maybe fine lines that are showing through. I don't even know if they are visible on camera. My under eye area kind of looks dewy. It doesn't look super flat, super matte, super powdered. I of course didn't put any powder when I tried this, and amazing. I love it. I really love it. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me. You guys are amazing. I love my comment section. If you have requests, of course, pop them down below. I make a list of everything you guys have been asking for, and if I get a lot of requests about the same thing, I will absolutely film a video for that. I will see you guys in my next video. See ya!